morning. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. For the 5 of you that are watching, since YouTube has decided to cease and desist with helping me get seen. In any case, I don't really care right now because this is for me. It's a 24 by 36 inch black canvas, and Hobby Lobby runs a 40% off coupon all the time, so that's where that came from. I was looking for paint the other day. I got a little inspiration from an old calendar. That was a nebula. I always like the colors that look like an oil slick on a puddle anyway. So what I've done is I've grabbed my large dustpan because I have a large artwork, and I have shaken up my paints that are all pre-mixed. And maybe I didn't want that in the absolute back of that, but I do have Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas which work really well to get the paint out of all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be probably the way that works. So I've tried to group my paint in batches of stuff that I'd like to see together, but that's I don't usually do this by thinking about it as much as I do it by instinct. So I'm thinking, if I can find the black, that I ought to just follow through on my instinct plan and not worry about anything else. Everything's shaken. I said that. All pre-mixed. I've said that. They've got Gac 800 to keep them from cracking when they're thick. I'm going to have to put the paints in now the way I like them and then start again. I'm going to use some of that white pearl I just mixed up. Yes, it is. And I'm going to try and guess where to stop. And I'm just going to keep following my instincts. I thought about just taking the tops right off the squeeze bottles for this, so that I wouldn't have as much little dribblies. Let's see what happens if I do that. Since that is kind of low, yeah, I think that might have been a good idea. That may happen again sometime in the future. Maybe not right now. Hopefully I remember that's off there. I just made myself up some yellow. I don't know where I'm going to stop. It's going to be a learning curve because I haven't used the large dustpan before. I did say I wanted to start over, and I will, but I want some of this gorgeous blue. Maybe in a similar, maybe if I just let it land, that could work. I have gnats. I'm outside in Florida, and the seasons bring a variety of bugs every time. I'm going to have to keep my paint out of my way because I have focused my camera out as far as I can manage it. Right, I like this Prussian blue because it always seems to sell for me. I am trying to remember to put the white in as often as possible because the white seems to be a really good catalyst for all kinds of other things. To keep them, especially the neons, to keep them light. I think I want some more of that dark purple. I am going to try and tip this all forward, and I have no idea what's going to happen. That did not come out, so I'll just let it be. Now the gold is mica powder. On my Amazon link below the video is a okay. I have a link below the video to my Amazon link. Yeah, I'm being very redundant, sorry. And you can find the gold mica powder. You can find my book called Because I Can. You can find the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas. And should you ever not be able to find anything, please just ask, and I will be happy to help you. All right, that looks to me like a whole lot more paint than I probably need, which is probably just about right. And I want some more of that Prussian blue. And I'm going to do, what else am I going to do? Am I going to start with some yellow? I keep trying to get myself to do a yellow piece. And this is all going on one side, I notice. I've had to remove the turntable from my table. I like all that. I want some more of that color shift blue over there. And I like this with that. There we go. I think I finally hit it. Not that I guarantee anything, because I'm not to be trusted. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of drama with the white and the purple all the way through. Move this aside as far as I can get it for right now. Looks like I might have to be doing another painting. Oh, and here we go. And I've buried my Princeton art tools. Put those someplace I can find them. And hopefully, I have a stretcher bar in the middle of the back of this canvas. And here goes nothing. Yeah, that's a lot more paint than I need, I think. So I'm just going to give myself permission to tip this. Or not. I was saying I have the GAC 800 to prevent cracking. This could be the test. The ultimate test, honestly. I'm going to just let that keep running right out. A lot of times I will take a squeeze bottle and put something right in the bottom of that. And I think that's going to be what's happening right here, right now. So I'm just going to squeeze something additional in there. Find my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. Make all the paint that I can see go down. And maybe a little tip. I think first I'm going to scrape this out. I got colors I wanted. I had something the other day I wasn't sure about, and I'm pretty sure about this though. I'm just gonna, I didn't have too much paint, or I may have too much paint, but that's the way this particular experiment's gonna roll on a large canvas that I don't usually do. I'm very tempted to try and put another dustpan underneath the end of that and tip anything that wants to go into it, if I can fit it in my space. I hate wasting paint, I'm always saying that. I don't mind that this is a little interesting textured. You get what you get. I think the dustpan is pretty cool. I've got some nice colors on the back of it. I'm going to pull those off. I made less of a mess than I expected. I really like the pattern I've got. I really don't want to tip it too much. So I think what I'm going to do is grab my tubing and some purple. And some more of that beautiful blue. And some of this magenta. And then see what I can do. About integrating things. Then mixing them together. I could even swipe that out, to be quite honest with you. I think I will try that and see what happens. I'm afraid I might lose more than I have that I want to offer. But the only thing I see that's missing is the white pearl, and I think I want some. Got all kinds of colors there. And if the paint weren't so thick, I might not have tried and might not know that. So this is all pretty quick and kind of nice. I'm a little nervous about destroying the nice stuff by playing with it, but I wonder where there we go, there's a basting brush. And the basting brush has 2/3 of the bristles removed. I couldn't find any more at Walmart when I was there yesterday. I don't mind that a bit. I do like that turquoise up there though, and I do want some more of it. Now I haven't torched yet, and I plan on torching. I want something brighter in here. This area that you may or may not be able to see, I hope you can, to lead the eye down at the end. I got a lot of paint, and this will be a real test to see how far the GAC 800 protects us from the cracking, because this would be the time to find out. I'm going to bring that around to the other side and touch up my edges because it's a similar color. And then I'm going to decide if I'm going to put some gold over here or if I'm going to try and tip something down or integrate it with the spatula, which is kind of what I'm thinking I want to do right now. That doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm going to grab a little bit of this turquoise color shift from Folk Art. That's not bothering me either. Perfect. Since I already had some over here, it's also perfect on this other side. Hopefully you can see some of this. I hope desperately you can. And the basting brush, I think, is working very well because paint flows to paint, and even if I dip my basting brush into it, the chances are pretty good that it will decide to act like a stripe. I like that purple there. I want more. I want a lot more. Yeah, what's it like to want? I like this red and this orange in here a lot, and it's too bad the paint is as thick as it is, because I think I'm going to be adding some more and seeing how that goes. Now this is the container that I had said I wanted to be sure to screw the top back on, so it's nice that I actually remembered. Yeah, that's not hurt my feelings at all. I just annihilated it, so let's add some more orange in there from something else. I had some red going, but I'm not sure I added anything. I like this purple, but this is a magenta with purple mix, I believe. The little spatulas work great as swiping tools. I just hope that I can make something interesting out of this end. I kind of think maybe a little yellow, just to keep the eye moving down that way. Doesn't really hurt my feelings. I'm going to add it because I can. Which is the name of my book, by the way, on the Amazon link. It's the first 100 videos I did for YouTube starting in April 2018. And it shows you my processes and my tools. I'm trying to figure out what I want over here, and it's still making me want that red and that orange. Yeah, that's not bothering me. That's what I wanted exactly. And as much as I would like to tip it, I'm not sure what will happen, and I don't want to swipe those colors away. So let's try the tubing again. Gently. I think I'm going to have to wipe off my spatula, even though I hate getting rid of that color. And I want just a little more of this Folk Art color shift. It's a sky blue, I found out. And I can't find it anywhere, and I love it to pieces. We have like no time left, and that's okay because I left myself a few minutes. The camera shuts off after 20. I like the gold. I think I may want some more. Yes, I like the gold a lot. So I'm going to indulge myself. I'm also going to grab a skewer. I'm going to tell you guys that I tried to make some Teespring clothing, which is what's showing below the video. And there's studio slogans there, like "Because I Can." And some of my favorite artworks I tried to share. And the paint pouring mixture recipe is in the body of the description below the video. I think I want to try and turn that around, although it sounds kind of risky at the moment. I like that blue. I don't like, oh, that was a bubble. Okay. No, I'm not going to spiral it out. Overall, I'm very happy with my creation. I'm going to try to get it back. I tried to leave the one tile there that was level. I think I have enough paint. That's an understatement. Yeah. It just occurred to me I may not have a space big enough to dry this inside, but I guess we'll find out shortly. I'll figure it out. Alright, so what did I forget? I forgot to ask for you please to give me a thumbs up. It supposedly helps my placement on YouTube, although I've kind of given up hope on that at the moment. If you'd like to make a contribution, I'm getting ready to add some more paintings to a monthly contest. They should be 14 by 14s, I believe. And if you decide to contribute to help support my studio, I could use the help for sure. And PayPal and Patreon links are below the video and on my channel header. And those are the places to contribute. Excuse me while I focus. Anyway, so yeah, I just love this. I'm good, and we can torch. And make sure your email is valid if you donate and you want to be included in the drawing, and that'll be once a month. I have over 415 videos, so if you can find my playlist, that's the place to look. It's not that easy to find. At the bottom of the description under my video are Pinterest and Instagram links, and volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Facebook albums showing the wet and dry artworks from YouTube. I kind of like this end. I wasn't sure I was going to, and I do. I got all the colors there I wanted to. We torched to release the bubbles in the paint. I'm always saying that. What else have I forgotten? You know about the book. You know about the thumbs up. I do sell my artwork. And I do give lessons at the house, at the studio here. So if you're interested in any of that, or you have any questions, just ask me and I'll do my best to answer you. I'm really actually very, very pleased with how this turned out. It's exactly what I wanted. And I'm glad I stopped being a chicken when it came to doing something larger. And I might try this size again because I don't know that they sell this size at Michael's, which is where I usually buy my canvases. So I'm not sure how long you'll be here. Probably you'll be gone soon. So this is Priscilla Batzell at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard in Spring Hill, Florida. Saying I love you guys. Thank you all for the contributions in the past that have kept me painting. Thank you for all the comments. You make my day. And please, please, please ring the bell. It's the only way to get notifications that I'm going to post. I'm not even sure that's working right now. So this is bugging me here. It occurs to me I probably should have found my glasses, but it's alright. We got some good negative space going on. And I'm happy and pretty well done. Just check my edges. Take a picture. Yeah, I got a little bit to fix. Other than that, I'm good to go. And you guys are going to be gone in a second anyway.